SPM Operations Introduction Program. In this program, we will be giving you introduction to Juaima SPM operations area. Also, we will show you birthing and unbirthing operations. On the end, we'll explain methods or ways of avoiding entanglements. Introduction to Juaima SPM. Juaima Operations Area. On the screen, you could see a snapshot of the chart that shows the SPM operations area. Marked with a circle is the Juaima control that controls and monitors cargo loading. To the east of the Juaima control, we have 6 SPMs, and all SPMs are fitted with 3 hoses, 2 for cargo and 1 for bunker, plus 2 pickup ropes.
At Juaima SPM area, there are 2 types of SPM buoys. SPM buoys with submerged hoses, SPM buoys with floating hoses.
In berthing operations, the mooring boats will be handling pickup ropes and hoses. While in unberthing operations, the mooring boat will be taking the sample from the control and to the tanker, plus unmooring the tanker. A tugboat will assist when requested by pilot to redirect the bow of the tanker on the final approach to the SPM buoys. Also, after the tanker has fully secured, the tugboat will be requested to secure a stern of the tanker to prevent the tanker from moving forward and damaging the SPMs. Berthing operations. On each berthing operation, there will be 2 mooring boats working together. One will handle the hoses, while the other will handle the pickup ropes. Usually the port control will alert the mooring boats and a tugboat 3 hours before the operation. An inspection to the SPM buoy and hoses plus pickup ropes is performed by one of the mooring boats. An inspection form is filled and sent to port control to verify the condition of the SPM. One mooring boat will be working on the hoses, while the other will handle the pickup ropes. The boat working on the ropes has to clear the starboard pickup rope by turning it around the SPM. When working on both SPMs 34 and 35 where the hoses are submerged, and when clearing the starboard pickup rope around the SPM, the crew will attach a shackle to the end of the pickup rope and drop it between the hoses to keep it afloat with the hoses and to prevent it from jumping over and tangling with the vessel's propulsion system. When the tanker comes to its final approach point, the mooring boat will stretch the port pickup rope and keep the SPM port rope and the tanker's bow in line. When the tanker's bow is in a distance of 300 feet, the mooring boat is to turn and face the tanker with the stern in order to pass the pickup rope to the tanker's crew. Right after delivering the port pickup rope, the mooring boat shall turn around the hoses to approach the starboard pickup rope and prepare it for delivery. The mooring boat shall turn the starboard pickup rope around the SPM and deliver it to the tanker's crew. Once the tanker is fully secured, the tugboat will be instructed by the pilot on board the tanker to secure a stern of the tanker. Mooring boats have tools baskets that contains tools needed to connect the hoses to the manifolds of the tanker. The mooring boat shall deliver the basket at manifold position where the tanker's crane is located. The last step will be delivering the hoses, which is done one hose at a time. Unberthing operation. After the tanker had completed loading, the pilot will instruct you to let go of the towing line and to take the oil sample from the control platform. Contact the control platform on the same SPM channel you are using with the pilot and confirm that the sample is ready. Approach carefully to the south or west boat landings of the accommodation platform. Put into consideration weather and current. When arriving to the tanker with the sample, confirm with the pilot which side he wants the sample to be delivered at. Carefully approach with your stern to deliver the sample. After delivering the sample, stand by for letting go of the mooring ropes at the bow of the tanker. Starboard mooring rope will be lowered first and it should be connected to a messenger line. Take it with your aft port bit and make it clear of the port mooring rope. After you had cleared the starboard mooring rope, the ship will start to move astern, and the port mooring rope will be cleared from the tanker. The tools basket will be ready for you to take after the ship clears the hoses end, and it's safe for you to come alongside. Come alongside carefully and take the basket by your stern. After you take the basket, clear the ship's side and report to the port control that the operation had been completed. Avoiding entanglements. Entanglements are a major factor in operation delay at Juaima SPM area. In case of any entanglement, report the situation to the port control center immediately. Entanglements will result in damage to mooring boats if entangled with propulsion system. The number of mooring boats will be less, which will cause the delay of operation. If the pilot is already on board the tanker, this might result in protest of the tanker's owners due to delay of berthing. SPM could be taken out of service. There are two types of rope entanglements: propulsion system entanglement, rope and hoses entanglements. We will talk first about propulsion system entanglement. Risk assessment plays a major role in preventing propulsion system entanglements. When approaching a pickup rope or hose that doesn't have a marker buoy, it's your decision that could cause an entanglement, so make sure that you are not at risk. When approaching hoses or pickup ropes, make sure marker buoys exist on the ends of the ropes or the hoses. If not, directly report the situation to SPM maintenance boat and request for markers to be installed. This will prevent entanglements to your propulsion system from the pickup ropes. Always approach with a 45 degrees angle. Always keep an eye on the other hoses, and it's advisable to keep a watchman on the remaining hoses. In berthing operation, when handling the pickup rope, you should keep a small angle between your bow and the rope to avoid it from getting entangled with your propulsion system. If you don't maintain this angle, you can get the rope entangled with your propulsion system. At both SPMs 34 and 35, where the hoses are submerged, the starboard pickup rope might drift over the submerged hoses and could get entangled with your propulsion system. To avoid that, keep a constant lookout at the starboard pickup rope. When delivering the second rope, again, always keep an angle between your rope and the bow. Also, always keep a lookout to prevent entanglements to your propulsion system. Rope and hoses entanglements. When you find any entanglements in ropes or hoses, report it to Port Control Center. If the pilot is already on board the tanker, also inform him. Inform SPM maintenance boat. Start clearing the entanglements if it's safe to do so. Ask Port Control Center to call out another mooring boat to assist you if needed.